Hi guys, I'm Steex, audio video production here at the NAMM SHOW 2024 with Derek from the Vanguard Microphones. So let me know everything about the range of microphones. If you want to highlight something that you have new here for the NAMM SHOW.
Yeah, well, you did say let you know about everything, so we'll be here for 2-3 hours tops. You know?
Okay.
But yeah, so we make microphones. We don't make clones. What we try and do is instead of giving you the 10th shade of green on your color palette, we want to give you a brand new color. So all our microphones sound like Vanguards. They don't sound like microphones from 70 years ago, or pretend to sound like microphones from 70 years ago.
They have their own characteristics.
Yes, new characteristics. So we make it the way we feel records should sound, a smoother top, kind of in the Goldilocks zone, not too bright, not too dark. Mid-range that's not a really forced voicing, so it sounds natural, and a bottom end that's nice and full and round. And really our whole thing is we want people to be able to afford our microphones, so we try and do them for a very reasonable price. We do 100% quality control, and we do assembly here in California.
Okay.
So we do a lot of work on every single microphone to make sure it's very shiny and new. So it varies from a tube microphone with all our microphones have open air head baskets, and that way you don't get a bunch of internal reflections that change the character of the microphone. 3-micron diaphragms on the mylar on the capsule, so they're extremely sensitive. We're using a tube that's never been commercially used in a microphone before. And of course you got the power supply, you got 9 polar patterns, the whole 9 yards of the tube mic. And then we're the only company that's dumb enough to make stereo microphones. So this is our V44S.
Oh, wow.
And it turns, go ahead and turn it. You know, you can turn it yourself. It's detinted every 15 degrees. So it goes out to 120 degrees.
Oh my God, okay.
And on the back of it, you can do mid-side, Blumline, XY, all sorts of, each one is independently selectable on polar pattern. So you can do it all with just one microphone.
Okay, so with one cable, I can split the signal.
One cable, 5-pin cable into here. Then you have 3 outputs. You have bottom, top, and top phase inverted. So you can do mid-side with just 3 cables.
That's great.
Yeah,
that's really great.
All of them come standard with the shock mount. I think shock mounts, spider shock mounts, are the dumbest invention in the world. They get in the way, so you can't close mic things. So we cut it away.
For
and
cabinets,
the stuff
for example,
that holds up your $5,000 mic is the same stuff that holds up your underwear, and we know how long that lasts. So what we do is we actually use jet engine O-rings.
Okay.
These get sold to Boeing and to Airbus, and there's 6 of them instead of 2 elastic hairbands holding up your mic like spider shock mounts. So these shock mounts come standard with every single microphone. There's a stereo version, that's the mono version. We're also finally releasing our generation 2 of our small diaphragm. I call this the Swiss Army knife of microphones. So starts with, you have your small diaphragm microphone. It comes with 4 removable capsules. This one's wide cardioid, my favorite, but we also have hypercardioid, cardioid, and omni. Those are all standard, along with this shock mount with every single microphone.
Okay.
The option you have...
So it's a bundle, or you can choose between...
It's a bundle.
Oh, it's a bundle. Okay.
It comes standard with it.
Oh, great.
And then the option that you have is this. Now, with this, you have a large diaphragm side address microphone. It's the same exact capsule that's in this, and it's switchable between cardioid and omni. So
that's great.
You can take your instrument mic and quickly turn it into a vocal mic. So I call it the Swiss Army knife of microphones.
Wonderful. Wonderful idea.
We sell it in a stereo pair, matched or mono, with or without the lolly. Because some people want just the small capsules, and some of them want the large capsule option.
Great.
So we're going to do them in black at first because live sound and TV guys really wanted black. Recently, we came out with some statement microphones. This is a $9,000 tube stereo microphone.
It's not the same.
It's not the same, no. This is FET transformerless. This is tube transformered.
Okay.
And this, we're doing all of this by hand in the United States. So that means the PCBs are populated by hand. This is bent and polished in Pennsylvania. My crew builds the cables, everything is done by hand. We only made 10 of them, and I believe we've sold out of them, so we got to make some more. But it's essentially, it's a C24 circuit, but we've modernized the sound of the C24.
Okay.
So it uses bee's knees, CK12 historically accurate capsules, a 6072 5-star tube from General Electric, Cinemag transformers, 9 patterns per capsule.
Okay.
It is
Super versatile microphone.
Yeah. Well, and even more versatile is on the back, there's 2 switches. So the C24 was actually never 2 C12s. It was more like 2 251s in a way.
Okay.
Because it had the top end roll off in the circuit of the 251.
Okay.
Which is a very similar microphone to the C12. So what we've done is we've taken that roll off and we made it switchable. So here's your C12 voicing and here's your 251 voicing on the back of the microphone.
Clever.
Yeah, and it's still fully rotatable.
That's a unique feature.
Yeah, I mean, it was difficult for us to design and difficult to produce, but to me, all stereo microphones that I've run into have the problem of being extremely fragile. This will take a hit. I can bend it, I can do whatever I want. I can slap it around. It's fallen.
And they are still in phase, always.
Always in phase. It's perfectly phase aligned. So if you're over the drums and you say, oh, it's not wide enough, I want to do plumb line, or I want to widen it out to 120, you can do it in 5 seconds. Instead of trying to, you ever taken 2 cheap mic stands and tried to make an XY?
Exactly.
And you get it here and then one's down here, and then you get this one up and it goes to
Exactly.
It's awful. So this means stereo is hassle-free.
Wow.
So
wonderful.
And then we did a mono version of this, and it has, where this is coming out in April, it has a pad, a 3-way pad, and a 3-way voicing. So you have C12, 251, and ribbon mode.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Also ribbon.
Well, it's not a ribbon, but I call it ribbon mode because it's -3 at like 7K.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, so it's a high roll-off.
Dark sound.
Darker sound, yeah.
Okay.
And we're experimenting with being able to control the tube voltage, so you can sag the voltage the way that Eddie Van Halen did on his guitar on all his records.
Okay.
So we're gonna have a potentiometer on the power supply that allows you to turn the voltage down on the tube so it saturates.
Oh, great.
I don't think anybody's ever done it on a mic before.
Right.
So, yeah, we're very excited about it. Like I said, I try and do new, interesting things. My job as a microphone creator is to do things that make your job easier or that give you new creative avenues. Because I just make tools, and guys like you are the artists that make things with those tools. So my job is to provide you with the best tool I can without making it so you go into credit card debt, right? So these are very reasonable. This is $699, $1299, $1199. And these, I believe, are going to be about $1,500 for the pair with the lollies.
Oh, great.
Don't quote me on that. I'm trying to get my prices in order as we gear up production. But,
okay.
Yeah.
Derek, thank you so much for your time.
Absolutely. Thank you.
I hope to try out soon. And I know that the guy behind the camera is the singer, and can't wait to try out. So guys, you have the link in the description if you want to know more about the Vanguard microphones. As always, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.